As a guest in the Parliament of Taiwan, at the heart of this vibrant democracy, I recognize the profound role of this institution. It is here, among the echoes of vigorous debates and significant decisions, that the collective voice of the people of Taiwan is heard. Apart from playing a pivotal role for Taiwan, this Parliament also stands as a beacon to those who cherish democratic governance.
应台湾国会邀请，身处在此蓬勃发展的民主国家，我深深感受立法院的重要角色。在此火花四射的辩论回肠荡气，重要决策也在此一锤定音。台湾人民不同的声音也在此表达，因此决定国家的命运。立法院不只在台湾扮演重要角色，同时也是所有珍惜民主治理国家的灯塔。
At the time when the resilience and the very value of democratic institutions are put to the test, my presence here sends a message reaffirming that a nation's strength derives not only from its economic clout or geographical expanse, but also from its vibrant democratic spirit.
当民主机构的韧性和价值遭遇挑战，我在此要重申，国力并不只限于经济的影响力或是领土的大小，而是其蓬勃发展的民主精神。
Both Taiwan and Lithuania are guided by the belief that people are the creators of their own destiny. We share a goal of preserving the principles of democracy entrusted to us, and through this quest, we discover our common ground that transcends geographical distances.
台湾和立陶宛拥有共同信念，人民可以决定自己的命运。我们有共同目标，要维护选民托付给我们的民主原则。透过这样的追求，我们发现，尽管两国距离遥远，却有共同的立场。
The message sent by Lithuania derives from our painful and heroic past. Our country suffered oppression and occupations, but has resolutely regained its independence and freedom by restoring statehood each time. This historic path strengthens our unwavering commitment to freedom, democracy, and international law. Those three values are closely interconnected and are crucial in a world which unfortunately is increasingly defined by uncertainty.
立陶宛所传达的讯息，皆来自我们过往惨痛又英勇的历史。立陶宛曾遭镇压和占领，但仍坚毅地重获独立和自由，每次都成功恢复国家地位。这些历史过往更坚定我们致力于促进自由、民主和维护国际法。这三项价值紧密相关，在越来越不确定的世界中更是至关重要。
Against the backdrop of growing confusion, strong relations between democracies are more important than ever before. I truly believe that shared values can bridge the largest geographical distances and bring people together.
面对越来越混沌不明的世界，全球民主国家间的强健关系比过去来的重要。我深信共享价值可拉近世界最远的距离，让人民紧密相连。
The commitment to those values has not only shaped our strategic choices, but also created an unbreakable bond with the European Union. We look forward with anticipation and pride to next year, when Lithuania will celebrate the 20th anniversary of the EU membership.
致力于促进这些价值，不只影响我们的战略决策，也会与欧盟带来坚不可摧的关系。我们期待也骄傲的要在明年迎来欢庆立陶宛加入欧盟20周年纪念日。
Deprived of the right to participate in the early stages of the EU unification process by the post-World War II occupation, Lithuania has enthusiastically embraced it as soon as the country joined the European Union. Through our policies and active contribution, we strive to ensure that the EU strongly supports its member states in upholding the fundamental principles that are at the core of our union, in particular, freedom, democracy, human rights, and the rule of law.
立陶宛虽然在欧盟整合早期阶段，因为在2战后遭占领无法加入，但在独立后立刻的加入欧盟。透过政策和积极的贡献，我们努力确保欧盟强力的支持，会员国坚持欧盟核心的基本原则，尤其是自由、民主、人权和法治。
I am pleased to note that this attitude is becoming more and more pronounced in the European Union's approach to relations with Taiwan as well. This is particularly true in respect to the European Parliament, which is consequent in its calling on the Union and its member states to play an increasingly active role in cooperation with like-minded partners.
我很高兴这种立场在欧盟处理与台湾的关系中越来越鲜明，特别是欧洲议会不断地呼吁欧盟及其会员国和理念相近伙伴扮演更积极的角色。
The resolutions of the European Parliament highlight that we consider Taiwan not only an important partner, but also a democratic ally of the European Union in the Indo-Pacific region. Taiwan's strong democracy and technologically advanced economy can actively contribute to maintaining of a rule-based order in the face of growing pressure from major powers. The resolutions of the European Parliament also highlight the importance of developing partnership and cooperation at all levels between the EU and Taiwan.
欧洲议会决议文强调，台湾不只是重要伙伴，更是欧盟在印太地区民主的盟友。台湾坚实的民主、科技进步的经济都可以做出积极贡献，维护以规则为基础的世界秩序，对抗强权逐渐增加的压力。欧洲议会决议文也强调，欧盟和台湾在各阶层都要发展伙伴关系和合作的重要性。
Lithuania fully subscribes to this imperative, not only by words, but also by taking concrete, tangible steps in this direction. The year 2021 marked a new stage in our bilateral relations with Taiwan. The establishment of the Taiwanese Representative Office in Vilnius and the setting up of the Lithuanian Trade Representation Office in Taipei are designed to invigorate our bilateral economic, scientific, cultural and people-to-people exchanges.
立陶宛不只坐而言，也起而行，采取具体务实的步骤，支持此一政策。立陶宛和台湾的双边关系在2021年进入新的里程碑。台湾代表处在维尔纽斯正式成立，立陶宛驻台代表处也在台北成立，希望促进双边经济、科学、文化、政治及民间交流。
One could say that today cooperation between Taiwan and Lithuania is a litmus test to many countries worldwide in general and to the EU in particular. A number of other EU member states are eager to see the specific economic and investment results achieved, and it could determine further steps of other EU member states accordingly. This is why the partnership between Lithuania and Taiwan must become a success story. Together we must show that collaboration between democracies is both right and mutually beneficial.
有人说，今日立台合作是世界各国的试金石，尤其是欧盟。许多欧盟会员国很想看看立台间可取得何种具体经贸投资成果，再决定他们的下一步。因此，立台合作更应成为诸多国家起而效尤的成功故事。我们要一起展现民主国家间的合作。
Be it support with COVID-19 vaccines, new business relations, cultural exchanges, or cooperation in education, all of these endeavors help democracies build bridges at a time of immense global challenges. With this in mind, fostering our economic ties is particularly important. It is therefore no coincidence that during my visit to Taiwan, I am joined by a large Lithuanian business delegation looking for opportunities to cooperate in information technology and innovation.
无论协助提供新冠疫苗、打造新的经贸关系、促进文化交流或是教育合作，所有这些努力皆协助民主国家搭桥面对迫在眉睫的全球挑战。 因此促进经贸关系特别重要。所以，此行到台湾的代表团中有许多的经贸成员，寻找资讯科技和创新的合作机会。
The focus on technology and innovation is a proof of Lithuania's aim to position itself among the world's high value-added economies. Already a leader in lasers, Lithuania is also advancing in life sciences, cybersecurity, financial technologies, renewable energy, engineering, and the automotive industry.
聚焦科技和创新显示，立陶宛期许自己成为全球高附加价值经济体之一。立陶宛其实已经是雷射产业的佼佼者，同时在生命科学、网络安全、金融科技、再生能源、工程和汽车业也相当的进步。
Sustainable cooperation between business and government, focus on high technologies, well-developed infrastructure, membership in the EU single market, and other characteristics make Lithuania an excellent partner open to cooperation with Taiwan and other like-minded stakeholders in the Indo-Pacific region that are interested in developing high-tech businesses in Europe and beyond.
企业和政府间的永续合作聚焦在高科技健全的基础建设。欧盟单一市场的会员及其他特点使立陶宛成为卓越伙伴，做好准备和台湾及印太地区利益相关者合作。大家都希望在欧洲及其他各地发展高科技产业。
The relations between Lithuania and Taiwan are also important in the broader context. As seen from the Lithuanian perspective, our country's focus on technology will help us implement the European Green Deal and follow through on our international commitments on sustainable development and green transformation.
立台关系在更广泛的范畴也相当重要。从立陶宛角度来看，我们聚焦科技，帮助我们落实欧洲绿色新政，致力于推动国际间永续发展及绿色转型。
Focusing on global issues such as climate change and tackling global health crises is a fair approach to international cooperation. Only by working together can we hope to meet these global challenges effectively. Incidentally, these concerns seem to weigh most heavily on democracies.
全球议题如气候变迁、处理全球公卫危机，都需要国际合作。只有合作，才能期盼有效面对这些全球挑战。巧合的是，这些关切的焦点议题，似乎刚好都落在民主国家的肩膀上。
If we are to meet the forthcoming challenges and build a better future for our people, we must ensure a world order based on international law, mutual respect, and cooperation. When states uphold international law, that creates a stable and predictable environment in which cooperation and concerted action can flourish. This is the only way to meet the global challenges that we face.
若要面对未来诸多挑战，为人民打造更好的未来，就要确保有个遵守国际法、互相尊重和合作的世界秩序。当国家尊重或遵守国际法时，他们就会打造一个稳定、可预测的环境，来促进经济合作的努力。这是面对未来全球挑战的不二法门。
However, international law is under threat today. We see how the established standards and rules are being flouted, and efforts are made to normalize aggressive behavior and violations of national sovereignty and territorial integrity. This threatens the stability and security of the global system and undermines our ability to address the challenges we face. Cooperation and diplomacy, rather than the use of force and coercion, must underpin international relations in the modern world at large and in this region in particular.
然而，今天国际法已遭受威胁，许多既存的标准和规则遭到藐视，侵略的行径和违反国家主权、领土完整的做法却被习以为常。这些都威胁全球体制的稳定和安全，也伤害解决挑战的能力。合作和外交，而非武力和胁迫，应是现代世界国际关系所强调的，特别是在此区域更是如此。
The future of Ukraine will be a key indicator of the direction in which international relations will be headed. More specifically, the future will depend on the international community's response to the unprovoked war launched by Russia against a sovereign state.
乌克兰的未来是未来国际关系走向的重要指标。更具体而言，未来有赖于国际社会如何回应俄罗斯对完全未做出任何挑衅行为的主权国家所引发的战火。
Russia's aggression against Ukraine is not only about violation of territorial integrity or expansion of imperial interests. It is about challenging the fundamental values on which our societies are based. It is about the right of people to choose their own future and to live in a free and democratic society. It is about the rule of law, human rights, and the dignity of every human being.
俄罗斯入侵乌克兰不只违反了领土完整或地缘政治利益的扩张，此举挑战了建构社会的基本价值，攸关人民有权选择自己未来生活在自由民主社会的权利。此举攸关了法治、人权和人类的尊严。
Therefore, we must take action to support freedom in Ukraine and beyond. We must uphold the rule of law and human rights, and we must take responsibility for our actions or our failures to act.
因此，我们必须采取行动，支持乌克兰和其他各地的自由。我们必须坚持法治、人权，要为其自己的行为和失败来负责。
At this point, let me go back to the role of the parliaments. As representatives of the people, parliaments can provide a forum for dialogue and debate on the major global challenges threatening our world today. In partnership with other public institutions, international organizations, civil society, and the private sector, parliaments can help build consensus and develop policies to address the challenges in a comprehensive and coordinated way.
请容我再回到国会的角色。身为民意代表，国会可提供对话和辩论威胁今日世界的主要全球挑战，和其他公部门、国际组织、公民社会及私部门携手合作。国会可帮忙凝聚共识，制定政策，用全面和协调的方式来解决这些挑战。
In other words, during a difficult time, neither parliaments as institutions nor their individual members, let alone their leaders, can afford the luxury of standing aside from issues important for international coexistence. On the contrary, we as parliamentarians must take an active role in the development of policies to meet the current and future challenges.
换言之，在此艰困的时刻，无论国会个人或者是领袖，都无法承担袖手旁观、不管国际共存的重要议题。相较之下，身为国会议员，我们更应要积极地制定政策，面对现在和未来的挑战。
I am encouraged by the knowledge that here in the legislative yuan, one is surrounded by friends and like-minded people, ready to act together. The support of the people of Taiwan to the people of Ukraine who are fighting for their freedom and their future is paramount.
台湾的国会充满了立陶宛的友人和理念相近的伙伴，一起准备好要一起行动。我深受鼓舞，台湾人民对乌克兰人民的支持非常重要。
I therefore commend the cooperation between Taiwan and Lithuania in the reconstruction effort in Ukraine. The first projects have already been implemented. In Irpin, a town in Ukraine, kids have come back to the kindergarten reconstructed through joint funding of Taiwan and Lithuania.
因此，我要特别感谢、肯定台立双方合作重建乌克兰的努力。第一个计划已经动工，在乌克兰小镇伊尔平。幼童可以回到幼稚园去上课。该幼稚园是透过台湾和立陶宛共同出资所完成的。
During one of my recent visits to Kyiv, when this kindergarten was still badly damaged, I had the opportunity to visit the site in person. At the time, it seemed impossible that kids would be returning back to that particular place in a little over a year.
上次我到基辅访问时，这间幼稚园还仍处于严重破坏的状态。我有机会亲自走访该幼稚园，那时我很难想象有一天孩童能够在短短不到1年的时间重返校园。
Therefore, to me, this kindergarten brought again back to life is one of the best examples of what democracies can do together when they put their mind to it.
因此，对我来说，这间起死回生的幼稚园，象征了民主国家齐心合力可以达成的目标。
Our joint efforts to rebuild Ukraine will have to be sustainable and substantial. The World Bank estimates that around 400 billion euros may be needed to reconstruct Ukraine, but each day of the war raises that bill. The best way to ease the burden, but also, and more importantly, the burden of daily suffering and tragedy bestowed upon the people of Ukraine would be for Russia to end the war immediately and withdraw from the occupied territories. This is what all the democracies globally should work for.
我们重建乌克兰的共同努力需要永续且实质。根据世界银行估计，重建乌克兰约需4000亿欧元，但是战争每拖一天，这个数字就不断的往上攀升。因此，减缓此负担，更重要的是减轻乌克兰人民苦痛和悲剧的最好方式，就是俄罗斯立即停战，从占领区撤军。这是全球民主国家应有的共同目标。
Esteemed members of the Legislative Yuan, in conclusion, let our shared beliefs keep us together and strengthen us in the face of adversity. As beacons of democracy in our respective regions, together we can light the way to a brighter and safer future for our people.
台湾国会的各位委员，最后让我们共享信念，紧密地连结我们，强化我们一起面对逆境。身为各自地区的民主灯塔，我们可以一起为我们的人民点亮更光明、更安全的未来。
May the relations between Taiwan and Lithuania serve as a proof of the potential emerging from joint action of democracies. Through partnership and mutual respect, we will meet the challenges of our time and build a legacy of strength, resilience, and progress.
愿台湾和立陶宛的关系展现民主国家间一起行动的潜力。透过伙伴关系互相尊重，我们可以面对这世代的挑战，建立充满力量、韧性和进步的传奇。
May the bond that we share continue to be an inspiring example of the vitality of democratic cooperation. Thank you.
愿我们共享的紧密关系成为民主合作活力深具启发意义的最佳例证。谢谢大家。
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
感谢议长阁下，请回座。Thank you, Your Honorable. Please take your seat.
谢谢西米利特议长阁下带来的精彩演说。